Breaking news. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee vs Judgment Day set for Raw next week. Are you absolutely kidding me right now? I'm watching the wrestling community have a complete meltdown over AJ Styles and Dragon Lee teaming up to face Judgment Day next week on Raw, and I'm sitting here wondering if some of you have forgotten what makes professional wrestling great. I'm seeing comments like, "This is just a random tag match and why should we care," and "WWE is just throwing stuff at the wall." This isn't just another tag team match. This is a collision of styles, a clash of generations, and potentially the start of something that could completely reshape the tag team division on Monday Night Raw. If you can't see the layers of storytelling happening here, if you don't understand the significance of these four men being in the ring together, then maybe you need to re-evaluate how you watch this business. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, teaming with Dragon Lee, the Lucha sensation, against two members of the most dominant faction in WWE. This match is loaded with implications, and I'm about to tell you exactly why you should be hyped for next week's Raw. Let's start by breaking down each component of this match, because every single wrestler involved brings something crucial to the table, and understanding their individual stories makes this match exponentially more compelling. AJ Styles, where do we even begin? This man is a living legend. 20 plus years in the business. TNA World Champion multiple times. IWGP Heavyweight Champion. WWE Champion twice. United States Champion. Intercontinental Champion. Tag Team Champion. Grand Slam Champion. The man has literally done it all. But here's what's fascinating about AJ's current position in WWE. He's at this crossroads in his career where everyone's wondering what's next. The man is in his mid-40s, still performing at an incredibly high level, but the questions are always there: how much longer can he go? What's his role in this new era? Is he here to put over young talent, or does he have another major run left in him? AJ's been floating around the midcard for a bit, having solid matches, being the reliable veteran, but you can feel that he's hungry for something more. Something meaningful. And this match against Judgment Day? This could be the start of that something. Quick question for the comments: what's your all-time favorite AJ Styles match in WWE? Now let's talk about Dragon Lee, and if you're not familiar with this man's work, you need to educate yourself immediately. This is one of the most talented luchadors on the planet. CMLL star. New Japan star. Multiple-time champion in Mexico. The man's resume speaks for itself. Dragon Lee came to WWE with massive expectations. This is a guy who had legendary matches with Hiromu Takahashi in New Japan. This is someone who the hardcore wrestling community has been raving about for years. When he signed with WWE, everyone was watching to see how they'd use him. And honestly, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. He's had some fantastic matches. His work in NXT was phenomenal. His cruiserweight style offense translates beautifully to WWE's presentation. But he hasn't quite broken through to that next level yet. He hasn't had that one moment that makes the casual audience say, "Oh, this is Dragon Lee." This match could be that moment. Teaming with an established legend like AJ Styles against a top faction like Judgment Day? This is Dragon Lee's opportunity to show the entire WWE universe what he's capable of. Drop a comment: did you follow Dragon Lee before he came to WWE, or is WWE your introduction to him? Now let's talk about Judgment Day, because this is where things get really interesting. Judgment Day has been one of WWE's most successful factions in recent memory. Started with Edge, went through that whole power struggle, ended up with Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley as the leaders, Finn Bálor lurking in the background, Dominic Mysterio being the comedic relief that somehow works, and McDonagh as the unhinged wildcard. These guys have dominated Raw for over a year. Multiple championships, main event programs, constant television time. They've been booked as a serious threat. And that's what makes this match so intriguing. Which two members of Judgment Day are stepping up to face AJ and Dragon Lee? Based on the announcement, we're likely looking at some combination of Finn Bálor, Damian Priest, or McDonagh. Each possibility changes the entire dynamic of the match. If it's Finn and Priest, you're getting the two leaders of Judgment Day. That's a statement that they're taking AJ and Dragon Lee seriously. That's the top guys saying, "We'll handle this ourselves." If it's Finn and JD, you're getting the two most vicious members. The Prince and the Irish Ace of Judgment Day, both known for their ruthless tactics. That's a match built on violence. If it's Priest and JD, you're getting size and unpredictability. Priest's power combined with JD's unhinged style would create a completely different match. Question for discussion: which two Judgment Day members do you think should take this match, and why? Let's talk about the story possibilities here, because this is what separates good wrestling from great wrestling: the narrative potential. Story 1: the veteran mentorship angle. AJ Styles sees something in Dragon Lee, a younger version of himself. An incredibly talented highflyer who needs guidance navigating WWE's waters. AJ takes Dragon Lee under his wing, and this match is the first test of their partnership. Can the veteran's experience and the young star's athleticism combine to overcome one of Raw's most dominant forces? This story writes itself. You've got the grizzled vet who's been there, done that paired with the hungry youngster looking to prove himself. It's classic wrestling storytelling, and it works because it's relatable. The match becomes about more than just winning, it's about Dragon Lee showing he belongs on this level. It's about AJ proving he can still elevate talent while remaining relevant. It's about building a partnership that could continue beyond this one match. Story 2, the respect angle. Judgment Day has been disrespecting the entire Raw locker room for months, running roughshod over everyone, acting like they own the show. AJ Styles, a locker room leader and respected veteran, has had enough. He recruits Dragon Lee, someone else who's been overlooked and disrespected, and they make a stand. This story taps into something deeper, the idea of fighting back against bullies, of standing up for yourself when others try to keep you down. Everyone can relate to that. Everyone's had a moment where they needed to take a stand. The match becomes a battle for respect and dignity. Win or lose, AJ and Dragon Lee are showing that Judgment Day doesn't intimidate everyone, that there are still fighters willing to stand up to them. Story 3, the opportunity angle. Both AJ and Dragon Lee are looking for their next big thing. AJ wants another major run before his career winds down. Dragon Lee wants to break out as a star. Judgment Day represents an opportunity, beat them, and suddenly you're in the conversation for bigger things. This story is about ambition, about wrestlers willing to take risks to advance their careers. Judgment Day has all the gold and all the spotlight. What better way to get noticed than by defeating them? The match becomes a launching pad. If AJ and Dragon Lee win, it opens doors, title opportunities, main event spots, respect from the locker room and the audience, stakes. Let me know in the comments, which storyline direction do you want WWE to take with this match? Now let's talk about the in-ring possibilities, because this is going to be a banger regardless of the story. AJ Styles is one of the most versatile wrestlers in the world. The man can work any style. You want technical wrestling? AJ can deliver. You want high-flying action? AJ's got you. You want hard-hitting strikes? AJ can throw hands. You want storytelling? AJ is a master. At this stage of his career, AJ has become incredibly smart in the ring. He doesn't need to do all the crazy stuff anymore, though he can when necessary. He picks his spots. He works psychology. He makes everything mean something. Dragon Lee brings a completely different energy. This man is explosive. His lucha libre background means he's got moves in his arsenal that most WWE fans have never seen. Hurricane Ranas from impossible angles, dives that defy physics, a pace that leaves opponents gasping for air. Lee's style is all action. He's constantly moving, constantly attacking, keeping opponents off balance. When he's on, he's one of the most exciting wrestlers to watch in the entire company. Now, the Judgment Day members, regardless of which two it is, bring size, power, and ruthless aggression. These aren't guys who wrestle clean. They'll use every trick in the book. They'll target injuries. They'll distract referees. They'll work as a unit to isolate opponents. Comment below, what's the one move you're hoping to see in this match? Let's break down some potential match sequences that would be absolutely insane. Sequence 1, Dragon Lee hits a suicide dive on one Judgment Day member on the outside. While the referee is distracted, the other JD member tries to attack AJ from behind, but AJ counters with a Pele kick. AJ then hits the phenomenal forearm for the win. The crowd goes ballistic. Sequence 2, Judgment Day isolates Dragon Lee in their corner. Heat segment for several minutes. Lee is getting destroyed. The crowd is chanting for the hot tag. Finally, Lee hits a desperation counter, dives across the ring, tag to AJ. AJ comes in like a house of fire. Strikes to everyone. The place erupts. Sequence 3, the match breaks down completely. All four men in the ring. The referee has lost control. Dragon Lee and AJ hit stereo dives to the outside. The crowd is losing their minds. High spots. Near falls. Chaos. This is wrestling at its finest. Sequence 4, false finish city. Judgment Day hits their finish on Dragon Lee 1, 2, AJ breaks it up. AJ hits the Styles Clash on a JD member 1, 2, other JD member breaks it up. Dragon Lee hits his finish 1, 2, kick out. The near falls have the crowd on the edge of their seats. Any of these sequences or combination of them would make this match memorable. And knowing the talent involved, we're guaranteed to get something special. Drop your prediction. How do you think this match ends? Clean finish, interference, DQ, or something else? Let's talk about the bigger picture implications of this match, because in WWE, nothing happens in a vacuum. Every match has consequences. Implication 1, if AJ and Dragon Lee win, this opens up so many possibilities. Do they continue as a team? Does this lead to a tag team championship opportunity? Does this spark a larger feud between them and Judgment Day, pulling in other members? Does this elevate Dragon Lee to the next level of stardom? A win here makes both men look strong. It shows that AJ still has gas left in the tank. It proves that Dragon Lee can hang with anybody. It sends a message to Judgment Day that they're not invincible. This could be the start of a legendary tag team run. AJ Styles has been a tag team champion before with Omos, with various partners throughout his career. But an AJ/Dragon Lee team would be different. The styles complement each other perfectly. The veteran/rookie dynamic works. The ceiling is limitless. Implication 2: if Judgment Day wins, this maintains their dominance. It shows they can beat anyone, even legends like AJ Styles and rising stars like Dragon Lee. It keeps them looking like the unstoppable force they've been presented as. But even in defeat, AJ and Dragon Lee can look strong. If they push Judgment Day to the limit, if it takes interference or cheating for JD to win, the story continues. The rematch becomes must-see. The chase becomes compelling. A Judgment Day win could also lead to dissension between AJ and Dragon Lee. Why didn't you make the save? You cost us the match. Conflict creates drama. Drama creates storylines. Or it could lead to the opposite, AJ and Dragon Lee doubling down. We came this close. We can beat them. We need a rematch. Determination in the face of defeat is a powerful story. Implication 3: interference. What if the match doesn't have a clean finish? What if other Judgment Day members get involved? What if someone else interferes to help AJ and Dragon Lee? What if a returning superstar makes their presence known? Interference opens up exponential storytelling possibilities. Suddenly you've got multiple feuds spinning out of one match. That's efficient booking. That's smart creative. Final question before we continue: do you think this match will have a clean finish, or will there be shenanigans? Let's address the criticisms I've already seen online about this match announcement, because I want to tackle them head on. This is just a throwaway match to fill time. Wrong. WWE doesn't announce matches a week in advance if they're throwaway. They could have just done this match with no build if it didn't matter. The fact that they're advertising it for next week means they want people to tune in. That means it's important. AJ Styles is being wasted in tag matches. Nonsense. AJ Styles is doing what great veterans do: he's working with younger talent to help elevate them. He's staying relevant by being in meaningful programs. Tag team wrestling is not beneath anyone. Some of the greatest matches in history have been tag matches. Dragon Lee isn't over enough for this to matter. Then matches like this are how you get him over. You don't wait for someone to magically become a star, you put them in positions to become stars. You pair them with legends. You give them opportunities. That's how this business has always worked. Judgment Day is overexposed. They're a dominant faction. Of course they're on TV a lot. That's the point. When they finally get taken down, it'll mean more because of how strong they've been. You can't build up heroes without building up villains first. Every criticism I'm seeing is either short-sighted or based on a fundamental misunderstanding of how wrestling works. Question: what's the worst take you've seen online about this match announcement? Now let's talk about what this match means for the tag team division on Raw specifically. Raw's tag team division has been interesting lately. You've got established teams like the New Day doing their thing. You've got teams like Alpha Academy providing comedy and occasional threats. You've got random pairings that come and go. But what Raw needs is fresh, exciting tag team action. They need teams that fans are invested in. They need compelling storylines in the tag division that make people care. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee could be exactly what the division needs. A team that brings credibility, talent, and star power. A team that can have great matches with anyone. A team that elevates the entire division. Imagine AJ and Dragon Lee going after the tag team championships. Imagine them having matches with teams like the New Day, veterans versus veterans. Experience versus experience. Kingston and Woods' power and charisma versus AJ and Lee's technical excellence and high-flying. Alpha Academy, technical wrestling at its finest. Gable is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Paired with Otis's power, against AJ's experience and Lee's lucha skills? That's a banger. Any combination of Judgment Day, the storyline writes itself. The feud continues. Multiple matches with different opponents. Variety. The possibilities are endless. And all of them would be must-see television. Let me know, what's your dream tag team for AJ Styles and Dragon Lee to face if they continue as a team? Let's also discuss the individual benefits this match provides to each competitor. For AJ Styles, this keeps him relevant in the current landscape. He's not being forgotten or pushed aside, he's in a meaningful program. He's teaming with one of the most exciting young talents in the company. He's facing one of the most dominant factions. That's how you book a legend. This also gives AJ fresh matchups. He's wrestled most of the Raw roster at some point, but putting him in tag situations creates new dynamics. Different opponents, different strategies, different stories. And let's be real, AJ Styles in 2025 can still go. The man is delivering quality matches every single time he's in the ring. Why not feature him prominently? For Dragon Lee, This is his showcase moment. This is WWE saying we believe in you enough to pair you with AJ Styles. That's a huge endorsement. That's a vote of confidence that matters. Working with AJ will make Dragon Lee better. You learn by working with the best. AJ will teach him WWE psychology, timing, how to work with different styles. That's invaluable experience. And the exposure. Being in a high-profile match on Raw, teaming with a legend, facing a top faction millions of people will be watching Dragon Lee. That's how you build a star. For Judgment Day. This keeps them in the spotlight. They're the focal point of yet another major storyline. They're the measuring stick that other wrestlers are trying to overcome. That's the role of a top faction. This also gives different Judgment Day members a chance to shine individually. Whoever takes this match gets to show their skills against two incredible workers. That's an opportunity for them too. And maintaining heat is crucial for any heel faction. You do that by constantly being in people's faces, constantly causing problems, constantly being the threat. This match accomplishes that. Comment your thoughts. Who benefits most from this match happening? Let's talk production and presentation, because that matters too. WWE's production team has been phenomenal lately. The camera work, the lighting, the music cues, everything comes together to create moments. And this match has moment potential all over it. Imagine the entrances. AJ Styles with his iconic theme and presentation. Dragon Lee with his high-energy entrance. The synergy of them entering together as a team. Then Judgment Day's ominous, dominant entrance. The visual storytelling before a single move is thrown. Imagine the commentary. Michael Cole's passionate calls. Corey Graves' heel analysis. Wade Barrett's unique perspective. They'll make this match feel important. They'll tell the story. They'll get you invested. Imagine the crowd reactions. AJ Styles is over. The crowd loves him. They'll be chanting AJ Styles. They'll be popping for his signatures. Dragon Lee's high-flying will get gasps and pops. Judgment Day's heat will be nuclear. The crowd will be alive. All of these elements combine to create entertainment, to create an experience. That's what WWE does better than anyone. One more question: will you be watching Raw Live next week specifically for this match? Looking at this from a business perspective, this match is smart. It gives fans a reason to tune into Raw. Hey, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee vs. Judgment Day is next week. That's a hook. That's something to promote on social media. That's something to get people talking. It creates buzz online. We're talking about it right now. Twitter/X is buzzing. Reddit is discussing it. YouTube channels are making videos. That's free promotion. That's engagement. It satisfies multiple audience segments. Hardcore fans who appreciate Dragon Lee's work. Casual fans who love AJ Styles. Faction enthusiasts who follow Judgment Day. Everyone has something to latch onto, and it sets up future business. Win or lose, this match creates momentum for subsequent shows. People will want to see what happens next. That's how you build viewership. Drop your honest answer on a scale of 1 to 10. How hyped are you for this match? Let me paint you a picture of how this match could unfold, because I think visualizing it makes the potential even more exciting. The show's in the second hour. The crowd's hot. AJ's music hits phenomenal. The place erupts. He makes his way down, looking focused and determined. Dragon Lee's music hits high energy. He comes out fired up. They meet in the ring, bump fists, respect. Judgment Day's music hits, the lights go dark, the ominous music plays, and two members make their entrance looking menacing. They slowly make their way to the ring, talking trash, pointing at AJ and Lee. The tension is palpable. Bell rings. AJ and one JD member start. They lock up. Technical exchange. AJ gets the better of it. Tag to Dragon Lee. Quick offense. Lucha style. The crowd is loving it. JD member rolls to the outside. Lee hits a dive. The place goes nuts. Back in the ring. Judgment Day takes control. They isolate Dragon Lee. Heat segment. Lee is getting destroyed. The crowd starts clapping, trying to will him to his corner. AJ is reaching. The crowd is begging for the tag. Lee hits a desperation enziguri. Dives. Tag to AJ. AJ comes in on fire. Strikes. Combinations. Clothesline. Another one. Spinning back fist. Pele kick. The crowd is going insane. AJ sets up for the phenomenal forearm. But wait. Interference from the outside. Another Judgment Day member. The referee is distracted. AJ gets pulled off the apron. All hell breaks loose. Dragon Lee tries to help. Everyone's brawling. Chaos. The match breaks down completely. Big spots. Near falls. False finishes. The crowd is on the edge of their seats. Every 2 count gets a massive reaction. The finish, however it happens, leaves everyone wanting more. Whether it's a clean win, a screwjob, or a DQ, the story continues. Next week's Raw announcement comes rematch. Or maybe a six-man tag. The saga goes on. That's how you book wrestling. That's how you create moments. That's how you leave fans satisfied but wanting more. In conclusion, this match is so much more than just another tag match. It's an opportunity. An opportunity for Dragon Lee to break through. An opportunity for AJ to show he's still got it. An opportunity for Judgment Day to maintain dominance. An opportunity for WWE to deliver quality wrestling to their audience. If you're not excited for this match, you're not paying attention. These four incredibly talented athletes are going to go out there next week and deliver something special. Mark my words, this match is going to be must-see television. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee vs. Judgment Day isn't just breaking news, it's the beginning of something that could shape Raw's landscape for months to come. Don't sleep on this. Don't dismiss it. Embrace it, because we're about to witness something great. Drop all your thoughts, predictions, and reactions in the comments. Are you Team AJ and Dragon Lee, or are you down with Judgment Day? What do you want to see happen? Let's discuss. And smash that like button if you're hyped for next week's Raw. Subscribe to Wrestling Newsletter for more breaking news and analysis. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our coverage. Let's go!